So what up, man? Welcome back.
Not much, man. I'm super excited.
Where you been? How's
we
your
have
week?
a teammate here, bro.
I know, bro. It's the one and only Thomas LoBianco or LoBianco.
LoBianco. Come on, bro. Get it right.
So LoBianco. It depends on if you ask my father or my uncle.
Or your uncle. So what do you use when you introduce yourself?
I say LoBianco.
LoBianco.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thomas LoBianco, one of the ultimate Doctok members, editor, marketing department. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're really excited to have you. And I'm gonna hand over the mic to you. Let you introduce yourself a little bit. Yeah. And go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So it's my pleasure. I started off as a follower, and I said on social media not long ago, I said one of my goals was I want to push my comfort zones. I want to push my comfort level. And one of the things I want to do is get on a podcast. And I found your guys' podcast, and I was following. I started off as a fan.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
So here I am today, and
now you're a family member.
Yeah, and you invited me on. And I've been working with you guys, and the one thing is, we've got a great team right now.
Yeah, we really do. We do.
Mitch is amazing at editing the podcast.
And
he's a day one. He's literally day one.
Mitch is a day oneer.
First ever podcast. Ever.
Yeah.
So, and then I was able to come in and then help with that, and then now I feel like there's a team that we can take this thing to the next level.
For sure. And that's the plan. That's the plan. Definitely, man. And
you're a caring person. That's what I love about you.
Yeah.
And
yeah. You do
like
truly
your
care.
Your storyline of where you work, all of that. Like, let us know what you do so people know.
So I am the director of marketing for Tender Care Medical Services.
What is it called?
Tender Care Medical Services.
Medical Services.
We are a PPEC facility. It's like it's called Prescribed Pediatric Extended Care. So we take care of children with special medical needs throughout the day with nurses, CNAs, and therapists.
That's beautiful.
We really can make a difference in these children's lives.
Oh, I bet.
So we provide physical, occupational, speech therapy, and we offer transportation to and from the facility. So the parents, we pick them up at the house, and we bring them to our facility. They get all these therapies and nursing services under one roof. And then we bring them home at the end of the day.
That's so convenient, so easy for
and
the
everyone
parents.
there is probably so caring, huh?
Right.
So it takes a special type of person.
Oh, of course.
As you know, nurses right now, it's not it's a very hard industry. We need the right type of person that it's not for the money. We're Medicaid funded, so they want to make a difference for who they're working with.
100%.
And you can make a difference for these children. The thing
I love the videos you guys have. They're so
they're
cute.
so cute.
Oh my God. Please add some in there.
We got to make sure we add the link.
Add some link in there and add some cool videos. We would love for everybody to see them.
What we're able to do, though, is make a difference for these children. They get to socialize. But the biggest thing is the therapies. And I've witnessed firsthand the therapies, how they can change the life of a child. Yeah. I was able... All right, here we go. So I've got 5 kids, right? I'm going to start...
It's okay, man.
It's a story. You got to say it.
It's a beautiful story.
So I've got 5 kids. We had 3. And it was June of 2020. I was administrator at our Dunellen facility, and we had twin girls that were recently out of the NICU. They started at our center, and they were being removed from their home.
So sad.
It's the saddest thing.
Yeah, they didn't have placement. There's a shortage of foster parents.
And they're going to split them most likely, right?
Yeah, most likely they were going to split them. They didn't have placement for them. There wasn't any family members locally that could take them. So I text my wife and said, "Do you want twins for the night?"
For the night.
For the night.
Yeah.
For the night. And for the night.
And babies, newborns.
Yeah. So they were 3 months old, but they were the size of newborns. They were 6 pounds.
At 3 months?
At 3 months, they were 6 pounds.
That's a lot of the NICU, bro.
So they spent most of their life in the NICU.
How was that night with them? Like before, like you sent them back and stuff like that.
So we never sent them back.
What do you mean?
We still have them.
Those are your they're with
so
you now?
we just celebrated their 3rd birthday.
That's like the most beautiful story.
We have what's called permanent guardianship. Our hopes are to adopt one day.
Bro, you're an angel.
That's amazing, man.
So
amazing wife too. To support you through all of that.
Bro, your wife has a heart of gold.
My wife is amazing, and she cares probably more than I do. That's why I knew when I sent that message that she was gonna say okay.
Yeah, she's just so sweet. How about the kids? How do they get along,
man? So the kids are amazing. My older kids love them. It gave them the opportunity to be bigger siblings.
Yes.
And it gave me the chance to witness what we do and actually see the results.
firsthand.
Yeah, because you work in a facility that, oh my God.
So I was able to navigate, and I knew what to do and how to put them. And the thing is, I've watched these girls who, when we first got custody of them, they thought had all these issues. And slowly they're discharged from each therapy. Slowly they're discharged from each specialist. And now they're in a regular daycare. They're in a regular daycare thriving. Their daycare teacher would not know at 3 years old they had this prior life and where they are.
Oh, that's the most beautiful story I've ever heard. I literally have goosebumps, and I'm trying to.
I mean, those things don't happen. And if you really think about like what happened to those kids, right? Like no parents, stuck, about to be split. Not only did they not split, they ended up in your hands, where you work in a facility with those specific type of kids. Like God just blessed them.
That's beautiful, man.
That's amazing. That's so beautiful.
God bless you, Thomas. Honestly,
Thank you.
And that's why I want people to go out and support your page and do everything, because you do everything from your heart. You don't do anything for money. You've never talked about money when it comes to these things.
No, and it so part of it, marketing, part of what we do at Tender Care, it's all about genuine. We're genuine. Our hearts are in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's making money. It's Medicaid.
We say we care, and we truly care.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
beautiful.
our company is family run. Wow. And
you, your wife,
so my
wife, the two kids from there. So literally family.
My wife's grandfather started the business in 1988.
Wow.
He was the first privately owned PPEC in the state of Florida, in Fort Lauderdale.
That's amazing.
And slowly the growth didn't happen. Long story to that, but anyway. More recently, we decided growth was the way to go. So now we have 6 facilities in Florida.
Wow.
We're getting ready to open one in Texas. And part of it is because we've got a younger generation coming in now. And I'm part of that. I see the difference we can make for these kids.
That's amazing,
Can we come sometime and
I would love for you guys to come take a tour of the facility.
We would love that. Maybe get them little t-shirts, some Doctok t-shirts, some toys and stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We can do a lot. Let
So
us help out, man. We'd love to help
that
out.
up.
So we've had, I don't know if you guys have seen the Batman of Spring Hill.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I see him online.
So he's all over social media.
Yeah. He is.
And he brought with him one time Bay News 9, and they did a story at our facility. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Was
I love that, bro.
That would be really cool, man.
So we'll get you guys to come. Listen, the joy these kids bring to you, and by just going and interacting and socializing.
I want to do
because
this.
it doesn't happen. They don't get this socialization. We give them a chance to socialize, to see and to experience things.
Of course, bro.
And not only does it make a difference for them, it makes a difference for their parents.
For sure,
Yes,
bro.
100%.
And they start to develop like better communication skills, better confidence, happier. And I love that. Bro,
AJ, that's one thing I feel like a lot in the Middle East and Asia that we talked about this previously, where they lack in this. And I feel like when somebody gets a special needs kid, they just don't want to take them out in public. They don't know what to do. They keep them trapped. So they end up like that the rest of their life.
It's the resources too, bro. Well, it's like the resources. We lack a lot of resources also in the Middle East, and that's something that we need to work on. And here, I mean, with Thomas and his company and what they do, I mean, how many people do that?
None.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my goals, and one of my visions is I want to be that resource. I want our company to be that resource for these parents.
Yes.
If we can't help them, we can place them with someone.
Yeah, exactly.
And if
Somebody that can help.
if we are helping them, we can put them in touch with other things that can help them. Yeah. And so by our ability to partner with these people, and it just branches out. Yeah. So we help them. These people help them get the services that they qualify for that they don't know how to figure out.
And we can bring people like Anwar, Hannah, Justin Love, all of these people. They would love them, AJ.
Yeah, bro. We have a lot of people in the social media world that
can come.
Yeah.
What would you recommend to somebody that says, "Man, I always wanted to help, but they don't do anything"? Like, what can somebody do? Like for myself, if I want to help, what can I do?
So there's many things. Just spread awareness.
Okay.
Yeah. The biggest thing is awareness for these children.
Okay.
To know that they're still there and they still can do things.
Yes.
I've witnessed kids that can't communicate start using a device to communicate.
That's amazing.
Or either touching or the technology today, eye gaze.
Yeah,
they can use their eyes.
Eye gaze.
They can use their eyes to communicate on an iPad or on a device.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You ever heard of a book they wrote on a guy that had locked-in syndrome?
No.
So locked-in syndrome is a certain part of your spinal cord that gets damaged, and everything in your body gets locked, and you can't move anything except your eyes. And he wrote a whole book from his eyes. He did an alphabet like A, B, C, and he wrote a whole book. And he talked about how the nurses treated him like as if he didn't exist, even though he can hear and feel everything. Really cool book.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the link for people.
I would love to read that because
Yes.
that's the one thing. Like, people don't think that these kids can feel,
Yeah.
but they can.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know,
They don't feel that until they have a kid.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it matters.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Don't wait until that
Also,
happens.
they
Yeah.
can't
You
feel,
know?
they can understand, they hear, they listen, they see.
Yeah.
They see what goes on, bro. So I think that we definitely need to sit down and talk on how we can contribute from Doctok in general. Maybe pay a visit to the facility, play with the kids, bring them a bunch of toys. I think that's a great idea. That's something that we have to talk about. So how long you been working there?
So 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
That's a long time. 10
It's been a while. It's amazing.
I had another business, and like a lot of entrepreneurs,
Of course.
you know, went through struggles, went through growing struggles, went through this and went through, you know, and had the opportunity to go to tender care.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? It's a family business. I'm going to go and I'm going to make the best.
Yeah.
And your social media is amazing.
So when like, you've probably heard people say this, but when you're going to do something, you want to be the best at it,
Yes.
right?
I agree.
So that's my goal. I want to be the best at what we do.
Well, I feel
I want it to be
passion.
the
In the right field.
Yeah.
It's a perfect
I
field to
feel
do
your
that.
passion. I can see it in your eyes, honestly, and I love that about you, Thomas. And that's why I'm so glad that you are part of the Doctok team. So, is there anything else that you'd like to talk about, say to our listeners? I'm honestly excited to actually share all this information.
And even just
a
the story about you adopting the kids.
So I know this went a different way, but you know, the only thing I could say is when you have a passion for something, to pursue that passion, whether it's business, whatever it is, go for it and don't hold back.
Yeah.
And you're going to judge yourself harder than anybody else does.
That's the hardest
agree.
part. You always
That
feel
is.
like you can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
we're our
you
biggest- we
can't.
gotta be our
Or you always
biggest
feel like
critic.
everyone's going to judge you. Or like, if I
Right.
go this route and it's not the
Yeah.
route everybody wants me to take, they're going to judge me off it.
Yeah.
Do what you want. And in the long term, that's why I always tell people, like, your family, your mom and dad might not understand what you want to do now.
Right.
So they're going to tell you, no, education. But if that's not the route you want to go, do your route. And in the long run, when you make the money, when you make a difference, they'll understand. They'll meet you there.
For sure.
When,
for sure.
When you're genuine and have a passion about something, it grows.
Yeah, it has to succeed.
Fact.
It happens.
Yes, it does.
You know, when you
does.
really put that authentic touch to something.
Yeah.
It has to be real. And so much now is not so real, you know?
There's so much that is
Like
real.
everything we do on here is real. Like this is it's
it's
not like
genuine.
we're forcing you to tell a story. This is something that you're telling from your heart.
Yeah,
Right.
It's genuine, and it'll show, and it will reflect in your life, the way you are with your family, at work, and your success. Your success will only reflect on how much you love what you're doing.
Right.
So we're very proud of you. We're happy to have you on the team, and we thank you so much for being on the show today.
And if there's anybody that want to help, let us know so we can put it in the link.
Yeah.
That way they can help. They can follow your page. Write some beautiful comments. If anybody wants to come see the kids, I want to see the kids.
Yeah,
I
wanna
would
get
love
kids.
for you guys to
I want
come
to play
see
some
the
We're
games
kids.
with
seeing
them.
the
I'm
kids.
coming. We're
Josh
bringing
seeing the
Doc
kids.
Talk. We're gonna record it. I want to do it.
Yeah, no, let's make it happen.
Perfect.
TCMS.care is our webpage.
Okay.
.care is a new thing. So TCMS.care.
I love that.
And you can go there. You can find where all our facilities are. And if you want, we take volunteers at different facilities. You have to have a background screening. But come see these kids. Come
It's worth it.
interact with them.
Oh God, it's
And see
life-changing.
the difference. You know?
It's life changing.
I can't wait. I'm super excited. now.
Satisfaction, bro. I'm
Yeah.
so excited, bro. Thank you, bro. God bless you.
No, thank you guys for
Thank you,
having
man.
me.
so much.
Like I said, this
been
was
a
one of the
blessing.
things I wanted to do.
Hey,
Push
you
myself
did
to
it.
the limits.
Checklist.
You're a dog talker,
out-
homie.
check
You're a
off
dog
my
talker,
list.
baby.
Dog talker.
Yeah, yeah. Love it, man. Love it, brother. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.